What's up, my pretty friends? This is my new channel, Amir Medimoyo. On this channel, this will be somewhat of a journal, somewhat of a place for me to share more personal things, not just videos for my clients or videos, for my social media, but literally a personal place for me to share the things that I'm loving currently, the things that I'm doing currently in my fitness journey, in my hair journey, in my self-love journey, in my treat me like I treat me journey. Okay, so today, the first video that I want to share on this channel with you all is my braidloc journey, because this has been like a huge part of me just feeling more put together, more feminine, more beautiful on a regular basis. I'm really just falling in love with what I have, what I was born with, what I wake up with. So I'm gonna show y'all my hair. Okay, I've shared a few updates and I will put the links to those in the description box, because I'll be sharing more of this kind of beauty related content on this channel, and it's gonna be all about beauty of the body, mind, and spirit. Like that's what I'm here for. So let me show you what my hair looks like, and I want to share about 3 things about my hair this time. I want to share my stats for anybody who's new to my journey. I want to share my wash routine now that I'm at 6 months. And I also want to share any changes that have been going on with my hair so far. So number 1, my stats, right? I started my locks December 3rd and started them with the braids, got them done at a salon here in Tanzania. Didn't really love what was done. I wanted like a kind of a higher lock count so that the end result would be what I wanted. And so I went back, had them fix the parts, had them basically fix the parts. And I still, like, they started with giving me about 230. My light just went out. That's fine. Whatever. I'll keep going. They started with giving me about 230, like with locks. And I wasn't really happy with what I figured that would turn out to look like. And so when they redid them, I ended up with about 250. So they redid my parts and made them straight. I ended up with about 250. And since then, I've added about 120 locks. So I've taken a lot down, split them down the middle, and got more so the size that I wanted. Okay, so pretty much I DIY'd my whole head. I took down most of the locks that I have and have split them and have made everything straighter. Like literally all of this I made much straighter and all of that stuff. So all my parts have been fixed pretty much except for like one little area. We're not gonna talk about that. But so I like to say that I've DIY'd these because I have redone pretty much my whole head at this point. I have about 300 and almost 370 locks. So I have about 367 or something like that. I'll have to do like another updated count. But that's how many I have. I feel like this is like the perfect number for me because I do retighten them myself. So I retighten every about 6 weeks. And I have had no problem with that except for around the perimeter of my hair, which is kind of a no-brainer, right? So around the perimeter, I get a lot of slippage. Like all of these, I redo them pretty often if need be. So I try to make sure all of my baby locks are secure. I don't want them slipping because sometimes I'll just wash my hair and these will come down to like right here. Like I literally will feel like I barely have any lock left on there. So I interlock to maintain. And I wanted to interlock to maintain because I'm constantly sweating. I'm constantly working out with clients, constantly working out for myself and all of that stuff. So I wanted to just make sure that, they're not going anywhere when it comes to that. Twisting, I knew it just wouldn't work. I also wanted to share like why I started with braids instead of a more traditional method. It really is real simple. I started with braids because it's a pattern I'm familiar with maintaining. Especially through, like I said, how much I sweat and stuff like that. But also, twists unravel like crazy for me. Even when I just wear them as a style, big twist, small twist, they unravel like crazy. So I was like, twists are not an option. And then I couldn't find anyone in this area to interlock them for me with the length of my hair that I knew the quality of their work. So I was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to go and get this done. So that's kind of where I am right now. I'm at 6 months post install. I know I told y'all I started at the beginning of December, but by the time I redid my whole head, it was January. So January, February, March, April, May. You know, we're in June, 6 months is what I claim. So this has been 6 months. My hair is looking like this. I colored right before, and I didn't see any texture change or anything like that from coloring. This is pretty much exactly how my hair looked before. And I'm actually thinking about lightening a little bit further up my hair as it's growing out. But that's another story. Um, so let's talk about kind of changes that I've been seeing, mostly in the back. You can see my ends are pretty loose, and pretty much just because I've heard that with braid locks, if you braid down to the end, they don't tend to lock, and you'll end up with like that braided pattern all the way down. So some of them I've twisted down, and like these, like I have a little bud there, like it's literally closing. So that's cool. Like this one, another little bud there. It's closing off. So that's cool. I have a few little changes like that. My little baby locks are changing, of course. This one was a little silky, but the rest of these are looking pretty good. I retightened these just when needed because I had a lot of postpartum shedding last year. And so these are kind of the result of that. So that's what's going on there. But they're looking pretty good. The rest of them, honestly, they're still looking like braids, babe. They're still looking like braids. But one thing I am doing to help with to not have any bunching is braiding them down, and I'm also taking and refining the body of the lock by twisting the hair around it like this. And I'll do that all the way down so that it kind of has a more uniform tightness. And that's one thing that I'm learning as I go along. Because I saw people start, you know, with their hair like literally loose halfway and then just, you know, let it do what it do. But I find like they end up looking bunched at the end. They end up looking like fat or irregular on the ends. And I do want the ends to be the same, you know, uniform thickness as the top. So that's where I am right now. I pretty much anticipate it'll probably take about 2 years for my hair to fully look like locks. I'm fine with it as of right now. Um, yeah, and then last, my wash routine. So I'm washing my hair about every 2 weeks, which I know is often for baby locks. But again, I'm sweating a lot. And my hair, like, it needs to be washed more often. And so when I wash, I'll either wash in braids and then take them down and kind of neaten it up and then braid it back up, or I'll wash loose like this, but then go ahead and braid it up right after. I'm just literally just washing with shampoo. Like it's nothing else. It's just shampoo. And afterwards, I'm spraying my hair down. This is my spray bottle. It's not this, but it is water, rose water, a little aloe, and a little bit of glycerin and a little tea tree. That's what's in here. I spray it down with this, and then sometimes I'll even put a few drops of this hair growth oil, put it on my scalp, and kind of just run it down a little bit, just a few drops. And then I'll put it in plaits, like maybe 10 plaits. Wrap my hair with like a hair, like a stretchy fabric, and let it dry like that. And pretty much overnight, it'll be mostly dry. I'll get outside in the morning. By the time I come back in, it's completely dry and I can take them down. So that's like a win for me, you guys. It usually will take me at least like 2 days, and it might still be wet when I would take them down with my loose natural hair. So this is amazing. And every few days or so, I'll just spray it down again and just fluff it out, or I'll braid it down again. But pretty much the only style that I've been wearing has been a braid out or kind of a wash and go look. And I've also been doing buns. That's really it. Just to keep it out of my face. So I'm not really anymore a style girl. I used to wear every style. Like I would band my hair and I would do cornrows on the sides and I would do a little bouffant right here and the little curls in the front. Like I would just do everything, sock buns, everything, right? But then I had kids. I had kids. My life started to change. Like I actually started like working and stuff like that. And I just don't have the time. I want it to look good when I take my bonnet off in the morning. So that's really like been the huge benefit because I'm on camera doing live streams like every day now. And so just having, you know, the privilege to be able to take my bonnet off, shake my hair out, and just it look fine, like it look good, it's crazy to me. So I've been loving my hair, y'all. Not a lot of changes are happening yet, but I'm still loving my hair. And I get so many like compliments on my hair, like, "Oh my god, your hair looks so good." I'm just like, "Thank you." It's so simple. So I've actually even inspired a few people to start their Braidlocs. So I think in the next week I'm gonna be starting my daughters, and if I do, I will share that process. I've already done my sons. We're all about to be locked up over here because my children, they're just as tender headed as I am, and my husband, like we're all tender headed. So I'm about to lock up my daughter. She has thick, long, beautiful hair, but she does not like a comb to come near her. So I'm a little nervous about actually putting them up, but I will share the process and also, of course, share more updates when it comes to my hair and my son's hair and whatever. So look out for that, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was helpful for someone who has braid locks or micro locks, or you're at the start of your journey. And also, I don't see a lot of people with braid locks following through to show their journey from start to finish. So I want to make sure that I do that just to be able to show like this is where it was at this point, and also so I can remember to be able to share that later. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you go ahead and subscribe, comment below where you're at in your lock journey, and like this video so that you can see more like this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.